Hey, welcome back, everybody. Timothy here with Mana Rocks. This will be draft number 4 of Theros Beyond Death. This set is awesome. I love it, so we're going to keep playing it. We're at least going to sink all of these coins into it, so I have 6 more drafts saved up here. Not necessarily going to record all 6 of those, but I will be drafting with all those coins. Last time we capped out at 6-3 with our red-black escape deck. We had Kroxa, which was really sweet. I have been fortunate enough to play with a lot of the mythics already, including some of the busted cards like Kiora, Best the Sea God, and Heliod, and so on and so forth. I've played with Dream Trawler. It's awesome. Not awesome when you play against it, but that's what we're hoping for. Fingers crossed for a Dream Trawler here. All that being said, business as usual today. Best of 1 matches for ranked draft. I will see how this one pans out. We're trying to get that 7-win sweep. We haven't hit it yet on camera, but we're going to go ahead and try to do that today. Remember, you can subscribe below if you appreciate this sort of content. If you want to leave any feedback, down below is the place to do it. Feel free to subscribe to the channel if this content has done anything in any way, shape, or form to improve your day. Or find us on Twitter, MTG_ManaRocks, and tweet at me. I'm always there. So thanks for joining me. Let's go ahead and jump into our draft and see if we can pop a good rare here. We did not. So one thing about this format is that this pack kind of sucks in general. Anyway, one thing about this format is that there are a lot of very good rares. Probably around 75-85% of the rares you should be taken first pick. So you are a little bit behind when you don't snatch up a good rare, right? Not so much so. There's still good commons and uncommons, but the rares are really good. As far as this pack goes, I'm not going to take Eidolon of Obstruction. It's a fine card, especially if you care about Constellation or care about just beaten down. There's nothing exceptional about it, though, and it does fall off a little bit in a format that can go very long and be a little bit proactive. Plus, it's just flavor text as far as the loyalty ability thing goes. The cards I'm looking at are the 2 green cards here. The Warbriar Blessing, which is very good. The Neshin Hornbeetle, which I haven't really played with yet, but if you pick it up early, it seems like you can kind of shift in that direction. And then Agonizing Remorse, probably not a first pickable quality card, but a card that I'm happy to play if I end up in black. I think I actually want to take the Hornbeetle. I think Warbriar's Blessing's probably better, but this can kind of set a direction for a draft. I never noticed he's like chilling on a Scorpion. That's kind of cool. And this pack is kind of weak altogether, so yeah, we'll just snap off Hornbeetle here. Ooh, Nyx Herald's a fine follow-up to that. There is also an Elysian Caryatid, Heliod's Pilgrim, Ichthyomorphosis. I do like a Traveler's Amulet. You'll probably notice I splash a lot more than I should. But I think I'm just going to pick up Nyx Herald. Scophos Maze Warden can fulfill the 4-power creature requirement, but Nyx Herald is by itself just a 3-mana, 3/4 trampler, which is great, and then plays into that theme a little bit better with the enchantment stuff. Plus, it sticks on color. We don't know necessarily first picking a Hornbeetle that we're going to end up in, red-green Ferocious, so I don't mind just snapping up Nyx Herald here. Another Nyx Herald can't be bad. There is an Irosis Blessing as probably the best card in the pack. The rest of this pack is kind of dinky, but I'll stick on theme and just take another Nyx Herald. They do work in multiples. All right, now we probably want to snatch an Irosis Blessing because it is better than Cetacean Trainin', although I do think the Trainin's fine. Irosis Blessing is also just fine as well. This is beginning of combat. Yeah, I'm going to take Irosis Blessing here. Red-green is the best place for this Hornbeetle, and we'll see how it works out. Like, I could see a deck like this if we end up in red-green, even one in a Nyx-Born Brute, but we're going to take the Blessing. Unfortunately, the only green card we care about here is the Cetacean Trainin'. There's probably also an argument for taking, like, Karametra's Blessing here, now that I think about it. It goes very well with these Nyx Heralds. White-green is not that bad. White-green might be better than white-red. Karametra's Blessing does just kill people. I wonder if I'm supposed to take the solid removal spell. I think I'm still going to stick with my gut and take the Blessing. Even though now that I think about it, red is worse than these other colors. Alright, so there's a Final Flare here. Doesn't look like we have a good Final Flare deck. There is an Archon of Fallen Stars, which is not bad with these Nyx Heralds. Again, we could easily end up in a white-green deck. There's a Heliod's Pilgrim, which right now can fetch our red enchantment. That's not bad either. I do think I'd kind of just want the Archon here. High power level card. Well, not high power level, but a pretty decent curve topper. if we already pick up enchantments. And it does look like white and red are both about equally open. All right. Well, we have to make a decision now, I suppose. So there's an actual white-red card here, even though it doesn't look like I want to be actually white-red. I want to be white or red. There are two, fine enchantment creatures here that care about auras. I like Dawn of Angel. I haven't actually seen it really ever trigger more than once. There's also Nylea's Forerunner, which is a fine card as just an enchantment creature. Again, 5-mana enchantment creatures scare me a little bit because you just play this, your opponent revoke existence as it, and then you feel bad. There's also Traveler's Amulet in every pack, I guess. Probably just going to take the Forerunner because we still haven't settled on whether we're white or red. I have a sneaking suspicion we're going to end up white-green here, but I'm going to take the Forerunner. And Plummet's the only green card. Portent's the only red card. So we're picking between a 2-mana 2/2, which is kind of dorky. Fouling Tactics, which is a lot better if we end up with aggressive creatures. It is worth noting both of our top-end cards here work with the Horn Beetle, so that's good. Hero of the Winds. This card has killed me exactly once, and I kind of respect it, but I don't know that it's what my deck wants right now. I wish I'd taken the Karametra's Blessing over this Iroas's Blessing. Then we'd have a pretty solid white-green enchantment deck, and the Karametra's Blessing is good with these two. Hero of the Pride can probably not be my pick here. I think I'm just going to take Hero of the Winds. Alright, there's a Dawn of Angel if we want it. There's also a Nexus Warden, which I have found to be a good defensive card if you end up in an enchantment-heavy deck, which right now we have 3 enchantment creatures that are all solid. I think I'm going to take Dawn of Angel, and then this deck is shaping up to really just want enchantments. There's a Nexus Warden anyway. If we find a way to splash Iroas's Blessing, it's probably worth splashing with what we've got going on here. Wow, the Warden wheel? That seems bizarre. Was there something else in this pack we were looking at? I think it was the Nyx Herald versus the Warden. Warden's good. It probably shouldn't be wheeling 10th pick. That seems kind of crazy. Flicker of Fate I have found to be decent. It works with the Hero of the Winds. It also just saves your creatures from combat, which is fine. It can flicker enchantments and sagas and stuff like that. Maze Warden is a better card than Flicker. Is there any chance we are actually red-green here? I think I'm just going to take Flicker. I like the trickiness of Flicker. Alright, and then Transcendent Envoy seems like a fine pickup here. So we're set to be kind of like an aura deck here, but we need to actually pick up some beneficial auras. There we go. Indomitable Will is just fine. It works with all of the stuff we've got going on here. It's solid with the Dawn of Angel. It's cheaper with the Envoy. I guess it works with these cards. It's also just like a fine combat trick. There's a Nyx Brute here, but I think this deck is looking to want to pick up auras. I'll take a Final Flare. You never know. And another Envoy. Okay, and as we say that, we pick up a Dream Trawler in Pack 2, which I'm going to take and probably do my best to play because this card is incredible. Incredibly difficult to beat. Now, we are best of 1, so I don't know. We're probably not going to end up exactly blue-white here, but our white is fine. I mean, I'm going to take it, right? Yeah. Dream Trawler, possibly the best card in the set. We'll look for ways to splash it. Elysian Caryatid can help with that, but I do think I want Destiny Spinner here. I don't mind Cetacean Training, so maybe I end up not playing Dream Trawler, but you know, I'm a glutton for punishment. If I can pick up enough mana fixin', then Dream Trawler is going to work out just fine. I have played a 4-color deck with 2 white sources in my deck and been able to cast Dream Trawler. Even if you don't cast it till like turn 10 and you can make the game last that long, it's still going to win you the game. I'm going to take Destiny Spinner here in the chance that we don't want to push our luck too much and just play a normal deck. Alright, this is an interesting pack. I'm tempted to take Nyx Bloom Ancient because it is a mythic for my collection. I could go do the mythic trick again here. The ability is virtually irrelevant. There is, however, another Destiny Spinner. There's a Voracious Typhon. This card is cool. It doesn't do anything. Like, we don't have anything to sink mana into. Ooh, actually. Huh. It's probably still not good enough, right? I think I'm going to take this card for being a mythic here. I mean, it's cool. Again, we probably won't end up playing it if we have it in our deck. If Voracious Typhon and Destiny Spinner are both just better cards. Alright, you know what? I don't need to take the Mythic. It's not that important that I get like 40 gems here or whatever. So I guess the question again is Destiny Spinner versus Voracious Typhon. Typhon is very good. It gives us an escape card too in a deck that doesn't have any escape cards. Destiny Spinner's fine, but isn't exactly like super impressive in multiples. I'm just going to take the 4-drop here. Looks like we might not be playing Dream Trawler. Although, there's a Traveler's Amulet and an Omen. There's also a 3rd Nyx Herald. And again, this card stacks very well. Ooh, Karametra's Blessing as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 playables that I'd be really happy to have. And then also a Captivating Unicorn. But I think I'm going to wheel at minimum Traveler's Amulet. And if I was going to take Mana Fix, I would take Omen of the Hunt over that. I'm just going to take Nyx Herald. And we're not going to push Dream Trawler here. And be sad that we took it. But still might end up playing it somehow. Skull of Grove Dancer. I guess we should look to see what enchantment payoffs we actually have here. We have 3 Nyx Heralds. We have a Destiny Spinner. And that's about it as far as like actual payoffs go. So my question here is, do I want the Grove Dancer? Or do I want Hero of the Pride? Which right now I have 1 way to target. Indomitable Will. I guess Flicker too. I think I'm just going to take Grove Dancer. This deck looks like it won't mind having just another 2-drop. There's Glory Bearers as well, which isn't super great. And Nyxborn Courser, but double white's a little scary. Sure, I'll just take the 2-drop. Follow that up with, I guess, an Altar. I'm not playing anything else here. A 3-1. 3-1's whatever. Mirror Shield. Take the Altar in case I do end up wanting that Dream Trawler in this deck. Inspire All, I could see this being the type of deck that wants this card, but I don't think even if you have the type of deck that wants this, that any deck really wants it that bad. I'll take another hero. Here's a Glory Bearer. Gift of Strength seems fine, especially having picked up these Hero of the Winds. There's Unknown Shores for that Dream Trawler that we're still going to eyeball in our sideboard. Here's the pack we opened. Nothing really wheeled out of it that we care about. Just take a 2-drop, throw it in the board. Oh, Cetacean Training is nice. I do want some auras to target my stuff. Glory Bearer is playable. Ooh, Karametra's Blessing, 12th pick. That is a perfect card for this deck. Because we are looking to throw some auras on like a Hero of the Winds and just protect it. Rapid Flames is playable with the heroes. And Thrill. Alright, pack 3. Nice. Very nice. Alright, I think our deck is going to be high quality enough that we don't need to push the Dream Trawler in there and really mess things up. Also note, the Traveler's Amulet did not wheel. In fact, I don't think any of the cards that we were looking at wheeled. The Omen didn't wheel. The Revoke Existence didn't wheel. There's a Mire's Grasp here, a Mystic Repeal, a Revoke, all very good, but Archon's kind of insane. This is the one that makes 2/2 flyers whenever you trigger a Constellation for some reason. Alright, another kind of close pick. Phalanx Tactics is a lot better with these heroes. If I target hero with Phalanx Tactics, this thing becomes a 4/5, right? It gets +2 from this and another +1 from its own ability. And then all of your other creatures get +2/+1, which is kind of incredible. I'm wondering if I just want Omen of the Suns instead. Although, again, we don't have a lot of actual Constellation stuff going on. It's more like we want to enchant our creatures. Would like to pick up a Siona here. There's also Voracious Typhon, which is good. I think I like Phalanx Tactics more than Gift of Strength. But I also think like Indomitable Will, Cetacean Training are going to do the tricks of a combat trick a lot better. I'm not going to play Gift of Strength. I wouldn't mind another Karametra's Blessing. That would edge out both of them. I think I'm just going to hedge in the middle and take Omen. Followed by a 3/3 Death Toucher. Indomitable Will, number 2, would be okay. I'm just going to take... Well, this card's fine. Very creature-heavy deck. Very light on removal, though. In fact, do we have any removal? No. No removal spells. Cool. Alright, well, that makes things a little more complicated. That means we have to be all in on our strategy. Do I want another Indomitable Will? It's pretty good with the Archons. I feel like I want to take an enchantment here. What do I have that targets my own creature right now, enchantment-wise? I have Indomitable Will, I have Cetacean Training, and that's it. Those are the only auras I have. think another will is probably fine here. Jeez, why are there so many of this card? Alright, this looks like an Elysian Caryatid pick. We do have some expensive cards. We can make use of extra mana here. I don't want more than one flicker. This would be like a last pick playable if I was short on playables. And there's another Cetacean Training, which matters too, but I'm going to take Caryatid. Ooh, Staggering Insight is the type of card I'd be interested in splashing. I don't really care for these super aggro Constellation cards. I do think Pious Wayfarer is better than Cetacean Skirmisher for what it's worth. Daybreak Chimera is also solid, but I'm going to take this and we'll think about it here in a minute. Ooh, there we go. We picked up a Siona. Exactly what this deck wants. Birth of Meletus would be playable, but not amazing. This can help fetch up one of our 3 auras. We only look at the top 7. It does brick sometimes, but it's fine. Thunder and Chariot, is that a card we want in this deck? Nyxborn Colossus, probably not. That's a little bit too expensive. And we got kind of hosed by Rumbling Sentry last time, but we're not taking it. Take Thunder and Chariot, maybe. There's a world where that's something we want. Here, I'm not going to play Relentless Pursuit, but I'll take it. Another hero seems fine. Do think this deck would not mind a Phalanx Tactics. We're not going to play Plummet, but there's a Plummet. Another Flicker. Actually, just, well, nah, there's a world where I play multiple Flickers. Not that many Flickers, though. Alright, so we didn't quite wheel the stuff we wanted to wheel, but we have a functional green-white deck. 45 playables here. Do have to do a little bit of trimming, because you can see already this is the type of deck where you might just draw a little bit too much of this, like target your own creature type stuff, and then just not get there. I don't think the splash is going to work out for us. We have Dream Trawler plus Stagger and Insight, and we're not going to play them. We're not going to play Stagger and Insight in our Aura Matters deck, which is kind of crazy. But we just don't have an easy splash here at all. Thunder and Chariot looks fine here, although that card's not great. 3 Hero of the Winds is too much. I think Glory Bearer is going to go, just because I don't want to be too high on 4-drops. Curve. Got a lot of 4s and 3s. I don't think we can get away too much with being a 16-land deck. Yeah, we got too many 4s and 3s to be a 16-lander here. Nexus Wardens is fine, but doesn't really progress the game plan. Remember, we don't have removal, so sitting back playing defense forever is not really conducive to a winning strategy. I think Nexus Warden's going to go ahead and go here. And then maybe Chariot, maybe the second hero. Maybe Flicker of Fate, but I think you can always get value out of Flicker of Fate. Horn Beetle. If the game stalls, Horn Beetle's fine. I've got 3 creatures that just naturally trigger it, plus I've got other ways to suit up creatures and make it better. So I think Horn Beetle's going to be fine as just a random 2-drop. Transcendent Envoy is not actually fantastic here because my auras are already pretty cheap. All 3 of them. They're already 2-mana auras, so I could see ditching a Transcendent Envoy, although it does pick up enchantments quite well, and it is an enchantment itself. Alright, what would you all cut? This is the point where I stop and ask, what would you guys cut? I'm feeling like maybe Flicker. Flicker does get around opponents trying to like put Staggering Insights on their own creatures and stuff like that. I don't want to cut any of the auras. I didn't end up with any like super powerful auras, no Dreadful Apathies or anything like that. I think there was a Heliod's Punishment, but I don't really like that card. Maybe Omen of the Suns is not great here. It's good for Constellation triggers, but that's about it. I guess it's good with Hero of the Winds. Maybe I ditch 1 hero here. Because if I'm not constantly targeting this card, it's not good. And I don't actually have a lot of ways to target it outside of the auras that I might already play. Alright, that seems fine. We'll pitch 1 Hero of the Winds here. Play a 17-land deck. A little bit of card draw, not a lot. A little bit of protection. Some instant speed shenanigans. Doesn't look like a super powerful deck, but if we can be on the play a couple times and beat down with like our heralds, maybe even save this thing in combat, I think we'll be fine. So we'll go ahead and run it like this. Green-white. This is a new deck for me. I have not played straight green-white yet. It's a little sad to have this going on here. I probably passed something good for Dream Trawler too. But look, Dream Trawler is amazing, so deal with it. Anyway, there we go. Green-white auras with 3 auras. So don't need to talk about it. We'll see how this one does. Again, this doesn't feel like a super powerful deck, but we're going to see how far we can get. Thank you for watching. Let me know how you would have drafted this, whether you would be going out of your way to play this Dream Trawler in best of 1. If not, I feel fine with my decision to not play it. And yeah, I will see you all in match number 1. All right, welcome everybody. We are here on the draw. We've got our 2 most expensive cards in our opening hand. Siona on turn 3. I mean, if we go land, one of them's a forest, this hand's pretty good, but I think this might be a mulligan. This hand seems pretty bad. This does give me a couple shots at card advantage with Siona, though. I think I'm going to mulligan. I just have too many expensive cards in that hand. This isn't a lot better. Like, these creatures alone don't do anything, but I'm going to keep it. Ditch a forest and pass. Opponent looks like they also took a mulligan. Mr. or Miss Dock Tower. Black deck. Alright, Nyx Heralds are pretty good. So that lets me go Envoy into Nyx Herald and start dealing a little bit of damage. 2-drop Timuret. Thankfully, this deck doesn't care too much about its graveyard, although we saw Timuret be very good last time. Also, I've got a couple 2/3s coming down, so I'm not like super worried about this beating me down or anything like that. It is just a good card in this set. I was a little bit down on it at first, but it's proved itself to be pretty strong. Ooh, there we go. So if we can get that to survive and our opponent's bricking on lands, like next turn play that, and then hopefully follow up with a couple enchantments. Here I'm going to play Nyx Herald and get in for 2. If they go -3/-3 this, it's not the worst thing in the world. You just need Archon to stick and this game's basically over. If they kill it, then sure. They did draw their 3rd land. So this one is beginning of combat on your turn. It's a little bit confusing with that Stampede Rider, because Stampede Rider triggers on both players' turns, and it's also a 3-mana 2/3. Another Nyx Herald. Game plan's pretty straightforward, though. Target this. Attack with this. Hope you don't have an answer to this, and pass. Not a ton of things that can straight up kill the Archon, but there are some. They could have Drag to the Underworld. Inevitable End. Okay, that is not actually one of the best ones, because now I can get rid of a different creature and get value out of this Archon. So Inevitable End. Normally I would just sack the creature that it's attached to. Oh, and it's an enchanted creature now, so I can give it +1/+1 with the Nyx Herald. That's kind of crazy. So this is going to make a 2/2. I'm going to give this +2/+2 with my Nyx Heralds. And I have a steady stream of enchantments here, so I can keep sacking the Pegasuses to keep my big Archon around. So this makes me sacrifice a creature on my upkeep. Normally you just want to sacrifice the creature that it's attached to. But in this case, I actually have a creature that generates other creatures. Like if I draw a land here, I just make 2 Pegasuses. And I do think I'm just going to sacrifice the lifelink in Pegasus over one of the Nyx Heralds. Although this adds 2 damage, Nyx Herald only adds 1. So yeah, let's keep the Pegasus around. This lets me attack for more this turn. There we go. So now we go Nyx Herald into Grove Dancer. Make some more Pegasuses. I'm going to do this all pre-combat in case there's some sort of mid-combat trick to kill it. I want to get my Pegasus out of the deal. And we're going to be attacking for 7 this turn. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Inevitable End was not quite the card they wanted there. It actually... it was their only choice, right? But it actually ended up dealing more damage to them because they gave me... they enchanted my Pegasus for me so the Nyx Heralds could kill him. Well, we didn't learn too much about our deck there. We did learn that if Archon sticks, you're going to win the game. But... that's pretty obvious from reading the card. And we pick up our first win. We have been in a pretty steady stream of picking up our first win or two and then losing out from there. But that played nice. The Nyx Heralds were really good. And that was with a particularly poor hand, but we also drew our best card. So let's be real. And yeah, let's go ahead and jump into match 2. See you there. Alright, we're back for match number 2. This is the type of hand I was worried about, where you draw all of these ways to augment a creature, but you don't actually have a creature. That being said, I'm on the draw. I have quite a few 2s and 3s in my deck. I really only need to draw 1 and have it stick, and then I can protect it. And then with that being said, this hand's pretty bad if I don't draw a creature, because I don't have anything else. I think I'm going to mulligan. Sure. We'll keep this, ditch a forest, and just go envoy, envoy, and nothing else to back it up with. This is a pretty bad hand, and this is kind of the problem I have with this sort of archetype, is you need a nice mix of stuff going on, but if you don't draw half of it, then it's looking pretty bad. That being said, we drew our 4/4, and we have a nice little curve here of playing creature, 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 assuming we draw one more land, which we just did. They also played their stupid reach guy, which is going to be a problem for us. Blue-green constellation, I'm assuming. So this thing has reach. Typhon into Forerunner is good. Typhon, Forerunner, solid. Eutropia could just kill us, though. Ooh, they have a 1-drop enchantment to follow up with. Oh, Moss Viper. Oh, God, if they have the fight enchantment, that's going to be really good. Gain them life. Do I just want to keep up the flicker if that's the case? I don't think so. I think I'm supposed to attack with both my guys and then just play a 4/4 and hope they don't have exactly a fight spell. I mean, even if they don't have necessarily a fight spell and it's just an enchantment creature, they get to deal some damage. Oh, no stagger and insight, please, 1 time. They get to gain life, grow creatures, make evasive threats. We'll see what they add to the board here. Looks like they're going for the fight spell. Oh, Command and Presence. First strike, Death Touch. Well, that's a problem. Now we have a little bit of an answer to that. They're going to make 1/1/1 here. I'm going to take 5, but Flicker of Fate can deal with that. Oh, please attack with that Eutropia. No, they leave that back as well. Alright, First Strike and Death Touch is a good combo, but I'm going to go ahead and just take my 3, let them make their 1/1, and hold up Flicker of Fate here. Could play this, but they have a 2/5 now. This match got out of hand very quickly. Hopefully Flicker is good here for us, though. Come on, put an aura on your Moss Viper. 1 time, aura on the Moss Viper. Alright. Well, this either kills my Typhon, or it's just going to kill an Envoy. I mean, the Envoys aren't doing anything, so I guess I'm fine with this. Then I have to blink this stupid thing. Oh, they passed. Okay. Karametra's Blessing's nice. Unfortunately, I can't get this 5/3 out because I need to... Maybe I should have flickered that anyway so I could just safely play this. I mean, they have 1 more enchantment. They start giving this flying. Neshin Wanderer is good. I'm going to flicker this whether they attack or not. Just to pop it off. Alright. Jeez. Okay. Well, this is bad news for us because we don't have a way to get through and they're going to just start hitting us back. All they need to do is really draw like 1 enchantment here and they start popping off. Plus they gain life. I guess I control my Archon. Oh my god. That's bad. Drawn 8 lands. They've drawn basically the same number of lands though. But they're set up so that anytime they draw an enchantment, they just go way over the top here. Arachnir's fine. Doesn't kill anything. They already have a reach creature anyway. I do need to draw like Archon into a bunch of enchantments here. That's kind of how I win this game. Siona maybe would be a fine draw. Nyx Herald's okay. I'm going to play it out here. And just pass the turn. Yeah, like, it doesn't even matter what enchantment they play. They get a land, gain 2 life, give something +1/+1 and fly in. And if it's something like an Omen, that sets off a chain where they can find other enchantments a lot easier. I feel extremely far behind. Sentinel's Eyes on your Death Toucher. Oh yeah, look how good this is. 1 mana, and they're going to get all these effects. They're probably going to give the fairies ban thing. Oh, really? Give the Death Toucher +1/+1 in flying? Sure. They bricked on the land. I guess that's something. Why that? It doesn't permanently have flying. Alright, well, I'm not going to block it. It is an annoying threat now. Dawn Evangel. I mean, it's still something I can play. I guess so I have to trade something off here. Not particularly close to getting the Typhon back. My creatures have trample, I just can't attack them. And here's where not having removal really sucks, folks. We could have first picked a Banishing Light. Alright. Let's see what they target with Eutropia here. Target that, but it's going to gain flying. I think I just let this happen. Nyx Herald's not doing anything. I didn't see a Banishing Light, did I? That would have been nice. I'll go ahead and go to 10, I suppose. They bricked on the land again. It means they put 6 spells on the bottom, so I guess that's something. Alright, this is where if I was in real life, I would just concede from tilting. I mean, I drew spells, but my spells don't do anything. Alright, you got me, opponent. You got me. Well, it's nice to know my deck can't be a 1/4 reach. Eutropia was very good there. Actually, just the combination of abilities they had was good there. My deck did not tick, my opponent's did. And we lost because of it, putting us at 1-1. Fair enough. We will jump back in for match number 3. Alright, we are back for match number 3. We've got our best card. We're on the draw, though, with nothing to play until turn 4. I'm going to keep. Opponent took a mole here against Dench. Hoping to find just, like, some dorky creature to pave the way. Hateful Eidolon. Alright, Destiny Spinner is a dorky creature to pave the way. Hopefully be able to stick this and not have this just like immediately Myers grasp it and get a card out of it. Alright, well, we've got a nice curve set up. Alright, no Myers grasp. No Myers grasp. If they attack with the Wave Mystic. Yeah, Myers grasp would be insane because they draw a card from Hateful Eidolon. Underworld Charger, sure. Ooh, Omen of the Sun's not bad there. I mean, this is the type of game where if they don't answer the Archon again, they're just going to die. I could go Omen of the Sun and double block here. Could also just play Nyx Herald this turn. Kind of like the Omen of the Sun. Just empty your hand, and then let me stick this. Devour is fine. 1 blue. I think I'm going to try and trade here. That leaves me with 2 1/1s versus their team, which is not bad. They have to activate this to get it through. Destiny Spinner's not, like, necessary here. If I just trade Destiny Spinner for the Charger, that's fine. They're very far away from getting this back. Alright, now actually, I wish I had a green source because I would like to save this for as long as possible so I can just stick an enchantment. That being said, didn't seem like they had responses. I mean, it Theomorphosis be like best case scenario here. Yeah, if I had green, I would just slam Typhon. Alright, let's just stick it, because we know they can't counter it, and then we'll pass and see if they've got an answer to it. If not, we can hold up Indomitable Will at instant speed, plus Nyx Herald. That way, if they do use an answer on it, we can at least flash in a 2/2 flyer. Alright, just pass, opponent, just pass. Alright, they're not immediately killing my Archon, though. No familiar. This does trigger this, but after damage is dealt. Alright, what do we got, opponent? Even Mire's Grasp doesn't kill this. It stops it from dealing damage. Ooh, passing the turn. Alright, if that's the case, I'm going to go for the Nyx Herald first. See if they want to use, like, Deny the Divine or whatever. I'd be fine with that. Sure. I don't need to use the Indomitable Will here. And attack for 3. It's not bad. Might just even end of turn, play Indomitable Will, get another Pegasus on board, untap, play Nihilia's Forerunner. Green would be fine, so I can go Typhon into Will. It feels like my opponent's got one of those sorts of decks. I'll attack with my Archon first here. Make him do stuff in the middle of combat. You just have like a bounce spell. Like Stern Dismissal. Nope. Alright, I'm going to play an Elysian Caryatid. And if they do nothing, I can Omen of the Suns. I'm just not going to cast my good spells into open mana here when my opponent's not doing anything themselves. End of turn. If they do nothing, I'll sack Omen. This gives me extra mana as well. Like, if I just go for end of turn Indomitable Will and they do have something like Stern Dismissal, then I lose out on making a Pegasus. Whereas right now, I'm ahead on board. My opponent's the one who has to kind of make a decision. If they had a kill spell, they would have played it. They could be like 1 black mana short of a final death or something. The Hateful Eidolon comes in. Deal. No bucks. Very hateful. I could have double blocked that, actually. I don't know why I didn't. I don't care about these human tokens. Alright, I'm just going to sack this. It does tap me out, so my opponent could go for something here, but damage-based removal doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm going to probably keep both of these, actually. Yeah, I'm going to keep them. Again, my opponent needs to react here. So I can cast this. Make my opponent use their mana on whatever counter spell they're holding in their hand this time. This still keeps up white to protect my Archon. Sure, you got it. You got it, opponent. I don't care about that. I don't need to resolve these cards. I'm just baiting my opponent into casting their cards here. They do get a Scry 2 out of it. So that's something. One top, one bottom. Alright, so opponent likes what they're drawing here. Alright, just the Archon coming in. If they attack with the Hateful Eidolon again, I'll go ahead and double block it. Trade in 1 soldier for their Eidolon is good. If they have like a final death, now I can protect my Archon with Flicker of Fate. If I draw a land, I can cast this Forerunner and still have up one of these spells. They kept a card on top, which is probably the Swamp, right? So they wanted the 5th mana or the 2nd Swamp, which to me says Final Death. So I'm going to attack. They probably Final Death or not. And I'm just going to pass. Do what you're going to do. Nothing? Like, gotta do something. Thassa's Intervention. So they're going to look at the top 3 and put 2 cards in their hand. That's pretty good. They are going to need 2 spells to get out of this. Because if they have just single removal spell or something like that, I have Flicker. Whoop. Ignore the settings. Ignore the settings. Alright, so they are back up to 4 cards here. What you got going on, opponent? What you got? You notice I'm playing extremely conservatively here, but that's because I do have the upper hand. If nothing else changes, like, I win this game, right? Because I just attack him 4 more times. I'm forcing my opponent to be the one to do something, and then I can react to that. Does look like the opponent stumbled on mana a little bit. I did too, but I've got a giant threat. Calliphy. Calliphy can resolve. So it costs 1 more mana for me to target their creatures with spells. Fine by me. I am going to double block this Hateful Eidolon with my 2/1/1 soldiers. I guess that's how my opponent tries to win this game, is by just jamming creatures. I think here, since they only have 2 mana up, if they pass the turn, I'm going to go for the Indomitable Will. I might even do it on just like a soldier token, because it doesn't have to land on this. That gives me a 2-turn clock. Alright, I will double block. I mean, what could they even have? Like, Stern Dismissal would blow me out there, but then I'd get to untap and place a Teshin Training, so it wouldn't even be that bad. Alright, I'm going to go for it on one of these. Hopefully the one they ordered first. I can't really tell. I assume it goes from left to right. Alright, make them use whatever they're going to use. Threnody Singer. Huh. Okay, Threnody Singer saves their creature, but it doesn't actually interrupt my play. And I still get to attack. Cool, I chose right. Alright, untap. Maybe I should have done the thing there. So here I can go Transcendent Envoy plus play this on this. Make it 3 power so I can attack through Threnody Singer and still hold up Flicker. Plus this makes another Pegasus, so I think this game's over. I've been wrong before, though. Summoning Sick one is this one, so let's do it here. Okay. Sure. Well, yeah, what I was saying is maybe I should have put Indomitable Will or this Tactics on the actual big flyer so that my Elysian Caryatid now taps for 2, but I don't think I need that extra mana. I'd rather use my enchantments on creatures I don't care about as much so that if my opponent does interact and they have to use their removal on bad creatures like tokens. Alright, we took another one. So this is going to be one of those matchups or one of those decks where if we draw our Archon and our opponent doesn't interact with it, we win. And if we don't draw our Archon, we probably lose. So fingers crossed for drawing Archon every turn, because that has been insane. We've won against 2 mana screwed opponents, so cool. 2-1, that's our record so far. Let's go ahead and keep going. Match 4 coming up. All right, we're back for match number 4. We've got Envoy into Nyx Herald, and that's our game plan. Hopefully draw an Aura, Karametra's Blessing, something like that. Call it a day from there. We're against Agol. Triple A, Triple G, Triple L. This is the type of hand that basically never wants to draw any more lands. Maybe one more if we draw our Cal Raiden Envoy. Opponent had something to do with a single green. Could be a Mystic Repeal, which would be good against my enchantment deck. Regardless, I'm still going to play Nyx Herald, attempt to target Envoy. Alright, they're going to go in Mystic Repeal now. I'll attack for 1 and pass. Alright, well, they used 1 mana to disrupt our play, and now we're probably going to lose because our deck looks pretty bad here. Altar's fine. Another Nyx Herald's pretty good. Could go boom, boom. Or I could get an extra point of damage. I think it's probably better to just use my mana up here. Opponent's going to untap with 5 drops, and I'm hitting for 1 here. So I feel like we're not winning this game. Mystic Repeal is very good. Sure, Renata doesn't threaten us too much. There's the Archon. Best chance we have at winning this game is hoping we play Archon. They don't have an answer. It's kind of the game plan, right? Could play Nyx Herald and attack with a 3/4 here. But we're going to just make them have an answer. Alright. Go for it, opponent. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Relentless Pursuit, I like that. That's not an answer. It also doesn't add much to the board. So they're going to put a Typhon and a land in their hand, 2 lands in the graveyard. Alright. Plus, remember, any creatures they play come in with counters. Elspeth's Nightmare, probably taking out Destiny Spinner here. Alright, alright. Well, we're going to make at least 1 token here. 3/3 attacking. Did I miss something? Oh, the shame concession. The shame concession. My opponent must have either misclicked or miscalculated how big Renata was, or not know that the Pegasus is a 3/4. All right, I'll take a freebie there. That didn't seem like it was going very well after our opponent killed our 3-drop with their 1-drop, but I'll take it. That puts us at 3-1. Pretty quick match. Let's jump into match number 5. All right, here we are yet again with a bunch of 2-drops, our best card, and a pretty measly aura against I'm Brian Fellows. Or maybe his name is Brian Fellows and he's just like, that's me. Or do you think it's like, I'm Brian, comma, you guys like Fellows? What's up? All right, probably leading with Carry added so that we can go turn 3 Archon. Seems like a good game plan. Especially against a white deck. I don't know that white has too many ways to kill this straight up. Locking it down with an aura. I mean, Dreadful Apathy gets rid of it. Well, that could be any color now. That being said, I'm still just going to go ahead and play my Archon. And pass the turn. Make them kill it. They could be mono white here. Nope, not mono white. Nylea's Forerunner, nice. Alright, so I think we can beat that. We have 5 mana. I kind of want to just maximize on Pegasus is here, so I go boom, boom, right? Attack for 3. Then they could kill it with the fight spell, but then we've got Pegasus on board. Note that this has to be around for the Pegasuses to actually have lifelink. Alright, go ahead. So fight spell would kill this, Fairy's Band Trawler would kill it. If they don't kill it, we're extremely far ahead. Dawn Evangel's not going to do it. Although if they go Dawn Evangel into fight spell, that could work. 2 mana spell. Flicker maybe. I think I just want to go to combat. Target this. I can attack with this plus all of the flyers. And have Indomitable Will up at instant speed here. 7 in the air. So what are they casting? Their own Indomitable Will? Gift of Strength. +3/+3 and a reach. It's going to make it an 8/6. So I can't save this. That's fine. +8/6. I also can't kill that. So do I want to just make another Pegasus here? Probably. I go Indomitable Will on this to make another Pegasus. And then I can play Siona. And I'm only doing this here because it gets another point of damage in. So Gift of Strength, nice there. We put our opponent down to 9 though. And Siona Bricks. Although put some pretty weak cards on the bottom. We haven't just won, but we have 6 power worth of flyers in the air here. Alright, they played a 2/3. It's respectable. And it can gain lifelink, huh? Plus they have something else they can cast here. Looks like Warbriar's Blessing. Oh, Return to Nature, Skull of Grove Dancer, sure. Hero of the Winds. Alright, they can't give lifelink this turn, so the question is, am I okay just throwing away a 2/3? I can play probably just this. I put them down to 5. If I attack with this as well, they either trade here or chump here. Okay, I think... Yeah, I think I get the guaranteed damage on them and see if they want to trade the Forerunner for this Nyx Herald. They could also double block it, but the lifelink on this is going to be a problem. It only takes like 1 key spell here to get over the top, though. I'm going to play this now because that's a good attacker. Yeah, all it takes here is like a Karametra's Blessing or something. We're not as fine, but not insane. Yep. And they're going to go up to 8 here. Our life total is very high. Could also play this Horn Beetle and start getting that damage in. They're empty-handed. So if I attack with the 5/3, they can double block. It's going to be problematic if this sticks around too long. Alright, let's go Horn Beetle. Let's go Hero. And I think we just pass now and hope that we draw something better before they do. Start growing this Beetle. Remember, their creatures come down with additional +1 counters. Alright, give the Pegasus a buff, huh? Oh, what could that be? They drew a pump spell. I'm not going to block, I don't think. There we go. That's what we want to draw here. So I think I just attack with everything. Karametra's Blessing this, right? I'm not doing any math here. Maybe I should, because we think they have a pump spell, right? Attack here, 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 here. I probably should have attacked with the other creatures as well. They're going to get +1/+0. I might have messed that up. This for sure could have come in. 4, 5, 6, 7. Do we make our opponent go lifelink or just let them take 3 here? Oh, this is actually 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage because of trample. And that's if they don't lifelink. They're going to lifelink, so I'm just going to pass here. Oh man, I should have definitely attacked with my other creatures. Alright, opponent's smart. They just let the damage go through there. Alright, pass turn. Did miss an opportunity. Think I can still get it next turn. And they concede. They don't make us play through it. Yeah, if I attacked with everything, Karametra's Blessing would have probably been enough to get through lifelink plus, you know, like another Gift of Strength or something, which is what they would have needed there. Whoa, calm down, calm down. All right, 4-1, not bad. We didn't win with the Archon that time. Oh, wait, yeah, we did. We made 3 Pegasuses off of it. Whatever, leave me alone. 4-1. Let's jump into match number 6 either. All right, we are here for, I think, match number 6. We're 4-1 against Selfish Gene. This is not a keep. If it had a forest, it would be a little bit better, but I'm going to mull it. This is better, and I think I ditch a Plains here. Just hope I draw the 4th land. I'm playing a 17th land deck, but I'll pass. Pious Wayfarer, so opponent's going to be the beatdown. We, however, are going to play a Horn Beetle. Like I said, I think this card's fine. I don't love it, but it is fine if you play like this into some enchantments and stuff. Like here, it's attacking as a 2/3, which is fine, fine, fine. Yeah, we're not going to block that, I don't think. All right, we drew the 4th land. I'm just going to pass here. They're playing black, so they have a little bit more likelihood that they can kill our Archon. Looks like we're suiting up here. I mean, if I have to use, like, Karametra's Blessing now, that wouldn't be the worst. Oh, they can cast a 3-mana Aura here. Should probably... Oh, they're going to play it safe here. Play around a combat trick. Ooh, into what? Into a Myers Grass? Oh, and into an inevitable end. That's fine. I'd rather them play that now. I'm going to take 4. Oh, yeah. I was going to say, I will block that. All right, we sack the Horn Beetle. And then I've just got to hope that the Archon sticks. So same game plan. Archon them out. If I get to untap, being able to go Indomitable Will plus protect the Archon with Karametra's Blessing is good. Ooh, they get to take away probably the Indomitable Will. That makes sense. So we don't have a guaranteed Pegasus now. In fact, we have guaranteed nothing. This doesn't even save our creature, though. +2/+2 could matter, but like they could just go Final Death here or something. They have 2 cards in hand, though. Ah. Stupid Thoughtseize. Enchantment, please? Sure. Alright. These are crucial draws. It looks like I need to draw something before my opponent draws something. Or, I mean, one of us needs to draw something. Because neither of us have anything. They are down to 1 card, and their cards don't do very much. That'll work. I'll take it. And I think I'm going to attack here. I guess that lets them attack with their 3/3, but that's okay. Why did I gain life? This thing has lifelink? I didn't even notice I was gaining life off that. Jesus, I didn't... I'm such an idiot. I was at like 30-something life that last game, too, or one of those other games. Mogus's Favor. Alright, opponent's going to get in there with the beats. Yeah, they're going to have to race me, but they can't race the lifelinkers. This thing has lifelink. Why? Why are the rares so good in this set? I'm just going to beat them with the Archon here. They deal 6 to me. It's a 6-point life swing back. Actually, 5-point life swing. Yeah, no blocks. Probably even attack with the Forerunner. Voracious Typhon. I mean, that's fine. That blocks this thing. I'm just going to attack with everything here. They would have to throw all 3 creatures in front of this to kill it. They have 1 card and doesn't feel like it's a super relevant card. I gain 5 life here. Trading a Pegasus for one of these things is good. Especially if it means they're taking 8. They could have, like, Indomitable Will themselves. Alright, and I guess I shouldn't auto-pass when I have Karametra's Blessing. Do I block with Voracious Typhon? That gives them 5 cards in graveyard. Well, one of them would be this thing. They can bring that back. That puts me at just 1 card in graveyard. No, I don't think I pass. Or I don't think I block here. Because I can now attack them back for 12 trample. Sure. You have a 3/1. They have 5 points of toughness. Alright. Well, I will attack. This is a pretty good draw. It's instant speed. 2/2 lifelinker. It's actually 4 power and toughness on 3 bodies plus 2 life. Alright. This right now has them taken 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So they can't block like that. How much damage do I even have here? I have 9, 10, 11, 12 trample. And they can soak up 5 of it. And that's if they block straight across, yeah. I'm not going to go for the Karametra's Bless and win here. Even though, again, I don't think my opponent actually has anything. Triumphant Surge there. So this is 5, 6, 7, 8. Right now they're taking 1, 6, 7, 8, right? If I pump this 7, they take 6, plus they get trampled for... Oh no, that's only 7 damage. Yeah, this is 5. Alright, I'm just going to let that happen. Plus they gain 3 life off the Triumphant Surge. So sure, you got it. Alright, I'm just gonna let this damage happen now. My opponent's gonna kill that, exile my Typhon. I'm gonna go ahead and just cast this Sorcery Speed, so if they have a removal spell, I guarantee the Pegasus. And I am gonna play out... Oh, I should have tapped differently. Oh well, no big deal. No big deal. I mean, this needs to be a relevant draw from them anyway. I will not block. Daybreak Chimera, that's a pretty good draw. Not sure how much it matters. I guess I can do this now since they tapped out or used their last card. Bottom, bottom. Sure. So if I attack with everything, they block 1. This blocks here, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they can't do that. They have to block this on this. That's if I attack with everything. Yeah, so if I go bam and they block here, they know about the Karametra's Blessing, so they actually have to block this on this. And if they don't, they die. So they get to eat a 1/1, but I get to eat their Chimera and get in 3 points of damage. Yep. All right, opponent figured out the line. I'm down a 1/1, they're down a 3/3. And we will pass the turn. Crucial draw from the opponent. So they're dead if they don't draw anything, and we got them. Archon, not fair, not fair. Have we drawn Archon every single game? Except for the one we lost, right? We didn't draw it that time. I'll take my 5-1 though, and no, we'll chit chat about Archon later. Let's go ahead and jump into match number 7. See you there. All right, here we go again. This hand, however, doesn't have any early game creature. It needs to draw both an early game creature plus another land. I think it's probably fine, though. We're against Earl. Well, there's the land, so now we just need another creature to kind of get us there, right? Even a 3-drop or something would be fine. We have plenty of 2s and 3s. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That might actually be the ideal creature, because, again, against white decks, they're going to have a hard time dealing with the Archon. White-green, again, hard time dealing with the Archon. I am going to just run my Archon out there because I have the 2 protection spells. And if they can't kill it right now, I think we're looking pretty good. We'll see, though. They could go like Pump plus Warbriar's Blessing or something like that. Nice, I like. Do we want to run into like Gift of Strength again? Do we want to play that game again? I don't think so. I think what I want to do here is cast Voracious Typhon and just pass. I don't want to get punked by the whatchamacallit. This gives me 2 secret mana. I'm going to just pass here. Omen of the Suns is fine. Probably shouldn't play too much else out on this board in case they've like Shattered the Sky or something. This is fine as well. Alright. And they have no green mana, so now I think I'm pretty safe to attack here. Could play Nihilious Forerunner as well. That leaves up one of my enchantments. I am going to use this, though, in case they kill it. Yeah, let's go Nihilious Forerunner here. Resolve. Makes a token. And not sure there's anything that really gets my Archon here, so I'm just going to go ahead and attack with the Archon and leave Voracious Typhon back. Although if Typhon went block, that would be fine. They have another Omen? Okay, sure. I like our matchup right now against a bunch of 1/1s. Although a hero could really change this, right? If they played like Hero of the Winds or any hero, really. They're down to 1 card, though, so I'm feeling fine here. Our 5-point life swing in the air. It's like we made our own Dream Trawler after not being able to play with ours. Yeah, let's just get in for 5. Ship it back. Go up to 28. Opponent down to 16. These gained them 4 life. A big mass board pump here would be very good, though. Like a Phalanx Tactics on a hero or something. I could see that making me lose the game. But I think I'm fine coasting for now with what I've got. Archon of Fallen Stars. Okay, it's probably worth casting just to get another flyer on board. Is not a Pegasus. Do we care about Gift of Strength? That at most can make this 6 power. I can make this 8 power. We cared about it earlier, so it kind of like stands to reason we should care about it now. I'm going to play Archon. If they have Shatter the Skies, then Archon will die at the same time as my other enchantments, and I'll at least get to bring back the Forerunner. Plus, this closes the game pretty quickly. Gives me a 2-turn clock here. And they should probably scry if they're not going to do anything else. Jeez, they like some omens. Feels like they're going for some big white devotion spell here, but the biggest white devotion spell you can have is Reverent Hoplite. Okay, another Cetacean Trainin is fine. One card left in hand from them. Oh, it is Reverent Hoplite. Alright, well, this ought to be good. They're going to make how many tokens? They have 13 1/1s. Oh, right, that gives them an extra point of toughness, doesn't it? So I can actually go block here and block here. They die at the same time, and then I can just use the Archon to bring my Nylea's Forerunner back and get another flyer. Could have also just not blocked and done 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is fine too. Alright, let's send in the clowns. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not quite enough damage. I mean, they need... They didn't scry on upkeep. They need, like... I don't even think a Phalanx Tactics does it. I'm at 40 life. And they're out of action now, so they're dead. Sweet game. I guess they can activate Skulladude a couple times and hope to survive, but I've got enough to pump through that if they gain life. Resolve that. They gain a life up to 7. I have 7 damage coming in, so they need to hit at least one more land, and if they do, I'll just pump one of my guys. They did not hit a land. Shadow Spear, huh? Alright, sweet. Archon wins another one. They made 13 tokens, but I feel like they missed an opportunity to scry with some of those omens there. I mean, the 1/1s weren't doing anything. They need to find the actual payoff for having those 1/1s. 6-1, and we've still got an extra loss under our belt if we need it. I mean, look, if we draw Archon every time, we even got lucky there to draw the lands for it, and none of our opponents have had removal. So let's not act like we're playing skilledfully here. We're just drawing our bomb, and our opponent's not dealing with it, which is kind of awkward for them. But potentially one more match, up to 2 if we take a loss here. Match number 7? No, match number 8 coming your way. All right, ladies and gents, we're back. No Archon. This is absolute BS. We're against Elliot 1990 plus. I'm going to keep, though. It's fine. This into this. Or even this into both of these, potentially. But I think I like getting the Nyx Herald down as soon as possible. Black deck. Grim Physician. All right, it's not insane against my deck. Yeah, let's play the 1/2 here. Just because I intend to play Nyx Herald, and this is a better target to pick up the +1 than this. Especially against a creature that wants to die. Wolf Willowhaven. Alright. Can this flicker a land? No. Do feel like the flicker should come in handy here. No, no, no. We're not making that trade. We're not doing this, opponent. We're not. All right, let's go. Nyx Herald attack for 2. This thing gives trample as well. I kind of forget about that, but opponent can play a 4-drop now. It's nice to know the flicker at minimum, like Loathsome Chimera. All right, I think we can beat a Loathsome Chimera, right? Ooh, Voracious Typhon. Ooh, we can't cast that though. So this does cost 1 mana. Unfortunately, I'm short on green, but I can go Cetacean Train in on this. Did not draw into green. Take 5 back, but I can attack for 5. Let's see what happens here. I hope they go for Warbriar's Blessing, and then I can just pop them with the Flicker of Fate. That would be ideal. I don't know that that's actually what's going to happen, but let's see what happens. Because they're hitting me for... I guess they're hitting me for 4 if I don't attack with this, because they're not going to attack into that. And I don't think I'm supposed to trade, so I'm going to just pass it. Another Nyx Herald's not bad to add to this board either. Do need to draw green mana. Hornbeetle. Post-combat Hornbeetle, huh? That means they wanted to keep up more than 3 mana. Okay. Relentless Pursuit's fine. They hit a land and put 3 cards in the graveyard. Fine by me. Ooh, Force is nice. So now I can go Nyx Herald... Number 2. I could target this Nyx Herald both times. I think I just want to suit up Envoy. This lets me keep up the Flicker as well. Although this is going to be coming down as a 3/3 next turn. Let's see. I might have to do some blocks here and prompt a response from the opponent. Opponent says nice. What's nice? What's nice? All right, that's coming up to a 3/3. Do I want to take 7 here? If I block the Chimera, they can just bring it back. No, I'm going to let that happen. Right now we're trading 4 damage for 4 damage. I win that race. Granted, they're going to keep adding creatures to the board, but so will I. All right, another land's not bad. Let's go ahead and just swing with the Envoy. If they kill the Envoy, then we're in a little bit more trouble, but it doesn't look like they have it. Looks like they're mana flooded. Let's play this Hold Up Flicker, and now I have a decent draw. Opponent says good game. I guess they just have all lands and nothing going on. Or at least that felt like I'm conceding good game. Not a I'm about to wreck you good game. Four. I will block Typhon on this thing. Gray Merchant, nice. Alright, Gray Merchant's good. That does swing the race in their favor, but they pass. No attack. Alright, same deal. Here. Attack. And I'll just play out my dudes. And I will pass back. Just need to get 2 more turns in here. I might be able to just swing out at them. They might have forgotten they can make a 2/2. They can only do that at sorcery speed. And they just pass. Alright. Thunder and Chariot. I think same deal. They're not doing anything. It's possible I just throw Trample around and they die. Ooh, Labyrinth of Scophos. That is actually pretty relevant, but I think I am going to jam with everything now. What could they have? Alright, so they have hold on a sec. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attackers. Yeah, even with this, I have 6 attackers. They can pay 4 mana to remove one of them, but everything's lethal. And then I can even like blink the Cetacean Trainin onto something else. They have 2 cards in hand though. It would need to cost 4 or less. They can't make a 2/2 at instant speed. I think I'm going to go for it here. Alright, let's give Trample here. Guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, here and on one of the heralds itself. And let's see what happens. Alright, go into blocks first. I like that. That means no sneaky instant speed things going on. Remember, if they do something to kill one of my non-blocking creatures, I can flicker the Cetacean Trainin onto something else. This is 2, 3, 4. This is still lethal, so they need to go ahead and Labyrinth something. Yep. And they need to deal with the other attacker. And they don't have it. Oh yeah, this thing had Trample too. Sweet. Very nice. This deck didn't look amazing, but I guess if you draw your bomb every time, like, you're fine. This was very much, you know, an Archon deck, right? This wasn't like an insane deck. We had no removal, no way to like get blockers out of the way or anything. We just had to draw well, and we drew pretty well. Let's act like we care about a Throne of Eldraine pack for just a second. Oh, very nice. Gems, cool. And then let's open up some Theros packs and call it a day here. The deck was sweet. Like, I like this sort of strategy. Calyx, that would have been actually very nice. But, you know, we drew our bomb. Let's just call it like it is. Nylea as well, another one that would have been good in our deck. Guess we'll just save all the mythics for our packs. I'm fine with that. We passed up on that Nyx Bloom Ancient, but probably took something good. Thrix as well. Just a bunch of good cards. So yeah, that played out extremely well because the Archon is a busted card, and I'm okay with it. I'll take my first 7 wins in a Theros rank draft and call it a day. Again, thanks for watching. You can let me know how you felt about the draft, about the matches. If I missed anything or there were any oversights, if you would have played Dream Troll or whatever, let me know in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this sort of content. Look, if you're still here at the end of this video, it's like an hour and a half, and you're still listening to me, then do me a favor, subscribe below. Obviously, you like it enough to watch to the end of the video. Do me a favor and drop that subscription. Or find me on Twitter, MTG_Manarocks. So that's going to go ahead and do it for this one. Our first 7 win feels good. Thanks for watching. I'll be back with more drafts soon. My name's Timothy with Manarocks.